The immune system is a system of many biological structures and processes within an organism that protects against disease. To function properly, an immune system must detect a wide variety of agents known as pathogens. Pathogens can rapidly evolve and adapt and thereby avoid detection and neutralization by the immune system. However, multiple defense mechanisms have also evolved to recognize and neutralize pathogens. The immune system includes primary lymphoid organs, secondary lymphatic tissues, and various cells in the innate and adaptive immune systems. In the first part of this lecture, we will study about the cells of immune system. The cells of immune system are derived from pluripotent stem cells in the bone marrow. These cells belong to two lineages, namely myeloid lineage and lymphoid lineage. The cells of myeloid lineage mediate innate immune response and are usually phagocytic in nature. It includes monocytes, macrophages, and granulocytes. However, the cells of lymphoid lineage are usually involved in adaptive immune response. It includes agranulocytes like T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, and large granular lymphocytes. Myeloid lineage. The cells of this lineage are involved in non-specific immunity, that is, they can act on any foreign substances. This includes monocytes. They are also known as mononuclear phagocytic cells and are found as free circulating cells in the bloodstream. They constitute approximately 4 to 10% of the nucleated cells in the blood. Its diameter is of 12 to 17 micrometer with a characteristic horseshoe shaped nucleus and cytoplasmic azurophilic granules. Monocytes are the precursors of tissue bound macrophages. They remain in circulation for 8 to 10 hours, after which they migrate to tissues and become tissue-specific macrophages. Macrophages. Once monocytes complete their duration in circulation, they get enlarged and migrate into the tissues to become tissue-specific macrophages. After their migration, they undergo structural changes such as enlargement in size as well as increase in the size and number of cell organelles. Moreover, their phagocytic property also enhances. Macrophages contain azurophilic lysosomal granules which contain myeloperoxidase, lysozyme and acid hydrolases such as beta glucuronidase and phosphatase. They are highly phagocytic in nature and either fixed in tissues or may be wandering by amoeboid movement through the tissues. For example, Kupffer cells in liver, osteoclasts in bones, pulmonary alveolar macrophages in lungs, etc. Macrophages can be activated by various stimuli, the most important one being phagocytosis. It can also be activated by interferon gamma, secreted by T helper cells and by the components of bacterial cell walls. Once activated, they are effective in eliminating the engulfed pathogens and secrete the inflammatory mediators required for further immune response. The activated macrophages express high level of MHC class II molecules that are required to present the antigen to T helper cells to elicit an immune response. Due to this activity, the macrophages are also referred to as antigen presenting cells. After activation, macrophages also secrete soluble factors like tumor necrosis factor alpha that can kill variety of cells including tumor cells. Macrophages express some characteristic molecules on their surface referred to as CD, that is cluster of differentiation, that can be identified by specific monoclonal antibodies. Some of them are CD16, which acts as Fc receptor of the antibody, CD35, which is a receptor for complement molecule. Apart from these, it also expresses CD64 and CD32. Dendritic cells. They are named as they resemble dendrites of neurons. They circulate in bloodstream as immature cells and mature in tissues. They express high levels of both MHC class I and II molecules, therefore act as potent antigen presenting cells. Most of the dendritic cells process and present the antigens to T helper cells. These are of following types. Langerhans cells. They are found in epidermis and mucous membrane. Interdigitating dendritic cells. These are present in the T cell areas of the secondary lymphoid tissue. Interstitial dendritic cells. They are found in many organs like heart, lungs, liver, kidney, GIT, etc. Veiled cells. The circulating dendritic cells are called veiled cells. They are found in blood and lymph. Apart from the above types, there is one more type of dendritic cell called follicular dendritic cells. They have different origin and function. They do not have high levels of MHC class II molecules and thus do not function as APCs. They are found in the organized structures of lymph follicles, hence the name. The lymph follicles are rich in B cells. The follicular dendritic cells have receptors for antigen-antibody complex, thus they bind to them and express them to B cell, which in turn gets activated. They also play role in developing memory B cells within the follicle. Granulocytes. These cells possess azurophilic granules in their cytoplasm, hence the name. They have cytoplasmic differences resulting in unique staining properties on the basis of which these cells are divided into three types, namely neutrophils. They have multilobed nucleus, granulated cytoplasm and stain with both acid and basic dyes. Eosinophils. They have a bilobed nucleus and a granulated cytoplasm that stains with acidic dyes such as eosin and hence the name. Basophils. They have bi or trilobed nucleus and are heavily granulated. They take the stain of basic dyes like methylene blue and hence the name. Neutrophils. They are predominant leukocytes in the blood and constitute 70% of the nucleated cells and 90% of granulocytes. They are also known as polymorphonuclear leukocytes as they possess multilobed nucleus. The azurophilic granule contain various enzymes responsible for its phagocytic activity. They are predominantly seen at the site of inflammation. Various substances secreted during inflammatory reaction act as chemotactic factors that attract neutrophils at the site of inflammation. Neutrophils circulating in the bloodstream first adhere to the endothelium of the blood vessel at the site of inflammation. It then penetrates the gap between the endothelial cells and reaches the vascular basement membrane. Finally, it penetrates and moves into the tissue space. This process of movement of neutrophils into tissue spaces is called extravasation or diapedesis. Neutrophils are active phagocytic cells. They have two types of granules, namely primary granules and secondary granules. The primary granules are like lysosomes. They are large in size and contain peroxidase, lysozyme and other hydrolytic enzymes. The secondary granules are small in size and contain enzymes like collagenase, lactoferrin and lysozyme. When the neutrophils engulf a foreign particle, it is enclosed in a sac-like structure called phagosome. Phagosome then fuses with the primary and secondary granules that eliminate the foreign molecule. Neutrophils also express some molecules on their surface such as CD35, a complement receptor, and CD16, a receptor for Fc region of immunoglobulin. Eosinophils. These cells constitute about 2 to 5% of total leukocyte population in a normal individual. However, its percentage increases significantly in an allergic person. Though they are phagocytic in nature, their role in phagocytosis is less significant. They are also involved in immunity against parasitic infections. They destroy helminths by releasing chemical mediators stored in the granules as they cannot phagocytose them because of their large size. Basophils. They are less in number in comparison to other granulocytes and constitute 0.2% of total leukocytes. Their granules contain histamine and other vasoactive substances. They possess receptors for IgE immunoglobulin, which mediates in allergic reactions and hence are involved in allergic reactions. The allergens provide the stimuli to the IgE bound basophil to undergo degranulation, thus releasing the chemical mediators of allergic reactions. Lymphoid lineage. There are two morphologically distinct lymphocytes in the blood. The first type is small with high nuclear to cytoplasmic ratio. They are further divided into two types on the basis of their functions, T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. The second type is a large cell which is granulated with low nuclear to cytoplasmic ratio. They are called as large granulated lymphocytes. T lymphocytes. They are produced in the bone marrow as pre-lymphocytes, from where they enter the thymus to become mature T lymphocytes. They are involved in cell-mediated immunity. They play two important functions, effector and regulatory. The effector function includes cytolysis of microbes, infected cells and tumor cells, as well as lymphokine production. The regulatory function includes either to increase or to suppress other lymphocytes and accessory cells. T cells are of two types, T helper lymphocytes. T helper cells secrete cytokines that help B cells to mount potent antibody responses and assist macrophages in killing phagocytosed microbes. These cells express CD4 markers on their surface and hence are also known as CD4 cells. Cytolytic or cytotoxic lymphocytes. These cells directly kill cells that harbor intracellular microbes and express CD8 marker on their surface, hence also known as CD8 cells. Apart from these surface markers, all the T cells possess two important markers called CD2 and CD3 along with antigen receptor called T cell receptor. CD2 marker acts as the sheep RBC receptor and CD3 molecule is associated with the TCR. CD4 molecule acts as the receptor for MHC class I molecule, while CD8 molecule acts as the receptor for MHC class II molecule. Thus, it is evident that two T cell subsets expresses two different CD markers and are functionally distinct. T helper cells are capable of influencing the action of a variety of immune cells and generate response such as cytokine production, which have definite role in effector functions. B lymphocytes. They constitute 5 to 15% of total lymphocyte population and play important role in antibody mediated immunity. They secrete specific immunoglobulins in response to antigenic stimulation. They are produced and get mature in bone marrow. They also express surface immunoglobulins either as monomeric IgM or IgD. Other markers present on B cells are CD16, CD11b, CD35 and Fc receptor of immunoglobulin. B cells are of two types. T cell independent cells. They do not require T helper cell help for Ig production. They generally recognize multimeric sugar or lipid antigens of microbes. T cell dependent cells. They require T helper cell help for Ig production. They respond to a variety of antigens. Plasma cells. They are the final stage of development of B cells that have recognized antigen and are stimulated by T cell derived cytokines. They are present in the spleen and lymph nodes and produce antibodies against the antigens. Once converted to plasma cells, they lose their capacity to divide, but continue producing antibodies for longer duration. They have large cytoplasm to nucleus ratio, basophilic cytoplasm, eccentric nucleus and a typical cartwheel arrangement of heterochromatin. They have abundant RER and well developed Golgi apparatus suited for secreting immunoglobulins. Memory B cells. They are functionally and physically different from naive B cells. They have membrane bound IgG, IgA or IgE along with high levels of ICAM1 and CR and live longer than naive B cells. Large granular lymphocytes. This group of lymphocytes do not express membrane bound molecules and receptors that are expressed on T and B cells. They are large, granulated and have less nuclear to cytoplasmic ratio. They do not express antigen binding receptors. They are also known as null cells. The most important of them are the NK cells, which contribute 5 to 10% of lymphocytes, which are cytotoxic against tumor cells and some viral infected cells. This means that these cells act only against self cells that express altered antigens on their surface. Their killing activity depends on two cell surface molecules called killer activation receptors and killer inhibitory receptors. NK cells kill virus containing self cells as well as tumor cells. They kill the target cells through the release of its granules, which are mainly proteins like perforins and granzymes. Perforins create pores in the cells and granzyme destroys the cell content. When NK cells encounter virus infected cells, they secrete interferon gamma, which protects the surrounding cells from virus infection. Some of these cells express CD16 on their surface, which acts as a receptor for the Fc region of IgG molecule. Thus, they can bind to these receptors and destroy the target cell attached to the IgG by a process called antibody dependent cell cytotoxicity. Mast cells. They are sessile and are found in different tissues like skin, connective tissues of various organs and mucosal epithelial tissues of respiratory, genitourinary and digestive tracts. Their precursors are formed in the bone marrow and remain in circulation as undifferentiated cells. Once they leave the blood and enter the tissues, they become mast cells. They resemble basophils in having large number of granules containing histamine and other pharmacologically active substances. Mast cell degranulation regulates the traffic of inflammatory cells and molecules through endothelial tight junction during a local inflammatory response. IgE mediated degranulation of mast cells also triggers various allergic systems related to type 1 hypersensitivity. In this part of the lecture, we have studied different cells of immune system. In the second part, we shall study about the organs of the immune system.